welcome back. It's not exactly shocking news, but a 35-point loss on national TV to Boise State dropped Hawaii out of consideration for the top 25 this week. UH fell out of the AP poll altogether and ranked 40th in the coaches poll with just 3 votes. The Broncos, on the other hand, made a big-time statement, racking up a school record 737 total yards of offense yesterday, while quarterback Kellen Moore tossed a career-best 507 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Warrior players say one of the keys to the game that they had not practiced for was Boise's hurry-up offense that the Broncos put together. Boise State only held the ball for 1 minute and 16 seconds longer than UH did, but still managed to score 7 unanswered touchdowns. The Broncos say UH played straight into their hands.
We were preparing for that, and yeah, I think the tempo helps get defenses into more base coverages, base defenses. They don't really have time to, throw in their unique blitzes and different things like that when they only have a few seconds to call plays.
It wasn't so much of pace. I mean, they had a really good pace, but again, I'm giving them credit, but we could have played a much better. We could have played a much better game, much tighter pass coverage. So I mean, credit to them, but we should have played better.
Now, needless to say, not much went as UH had drawn up this week, and now the Warriors will have to go back to the drawing board. Boys' offense didn't fare much better, totaling just 196 yards, 11 first downs, and 7 points. It's their lowest totals of the season. The Warriors also saw their 6-game win streak and perhaps their chance at a WAC title all vanish at once. Luckily, with a bye week coming up, they'll have more than a week to fix what went wrong.
It's a well-needed. Kelo is going to be able to get his rest this week, and we'll have 2 weeks to recover. So, it's going to be good to have him back when he comes back, and it's just it's good to finally have this bye.
We have a 48-hour rule, like today and tomorrow, and we get on with it. But we have a bye, so we have even more longer to get over it. But we don't try to stay too hard on ourselves when we're doing good and too low on ourselves when we're doing bad. So.
Now, here's a look at the rest of Hawaii's schedule. The Warriors have 2 WAC games remaining, and their shot at sharing a piece of that title now remain in the hands of Boise State, who must still play Idaho, Fresno State, and Nevada. UH still has San Jose State and New Mexico State on their conference schedule. And for a complete wrap-up of yesterday's game, plus more reaction and in-depth look of the team, tune into the Coach Mac Show tonight at 10:35, only on KGMB. The latest BCS standings did not favor Boise State, however. The Broncos moved nowhere, while Oregon is still on top, followed by Auburn, TCU, and LSU in the top 5. Utah and Alabama both fell from the top 10 this week, while Nevada moved up 2 spots to number 21. Meanwhile, in the AP, Boise State's win meant nothing to the voters as they fell 2 spots. Oregon remains in the top spot, followed by Auburn and TCU to round out the top 5. WAC member Nevada still 21st, or also 21st. And like I mentioned earlier, UH fell out of the AP's consideration, while Fresno State is ranked 32nd in the coaches poll. Former Warrior Devon Best and the Miami Dolphins put their perfect 4-0 road record on the line in Baltimore today. Best put in another strong performance, gathering in 5 catches for 50 yards, including this one here for 11 yards and a first down just before the half. But it would not be enough because Billy Cundiff made 4 field goals and the Ravens cranked up the defense after halftime in a 26-10 victory over the team in teal, who lost on the road for the first.
1st and 10, they stopped Hawaii as they went forward on 4th down. Moore, oh, that's intercepted. He does not throw interceptions, but that time he did. Mana Silva.
Warriors defense led by 2 interceptions from Mana Silva and a forced fumble by Kamalu Umu. Won the turnover battle 3-0 against Boise State yesterday. Also managed to produce a 100-yard rusher, Alex Green, 2nd time in the last 3 games. He's hit the century mark. Numbers like these usually spell W-I-N, but in this case, it's the numbers that don't add up. Here's a closer look. Warriors after causing a fumble, punted it to the Broncos. They'd go on to score their first touchdown. After both interceptions, offense still was not able to capitalize. And after winning the turnover battle, they weren't able to capitalize. So the bulk of Alex Green's 100 yards came on a 54-yard touchdown run in the 4th quarter. Telling stats right here. Nation's leading passer, Bryant Moniz, and top receiver in the country, Greg Salas, just couldn't get anything going. Aside from the Warriors' top offensive threats, struggles didn't help when Kellen Moore had a career day. He completed 81% of his passes for 507 yards and 3 touchdowns. Numbers good enough to keep Boise State at number 4 this week's BCS poll.
Is
danger of letting this game slip away. Curley is throwing the football. Touchdown, bag of tricks.
Despite crushing 5th-ranked Utah Utes this week 47-7, the TCU Horned Frogs remain at number 3 in this week's BCS poll, raising some serious questions. Nothing new for the BCS system, I suppose. The top 4 are all the same, only changes their percentage points. LSU sneaks into the top 5 after beating Alabama yesterday. Now here's the latest AP poll. Some changes. Oregon, Auburn, TCU 1, 2, 3. Horned Frogs demolish Utah at their place. Boise State drops to number 4 in the poll. Nevada back in it after they crushed the University of Idaho. They're at number 21.
How's it going, everybody? 7-3 Warrior football team returned home to the Islands early this morning following yesterday's 35-point loss to undefeated Boise State. Broncos, who extended their Western Athletic Conference win streak to 20 games dating back to 2007, grounded the nation's top passing attack, sacking junior quarterback Bryant Moniz 8 times while holding the nation's leading receiver, Greg Salas, to just 2 catches for 10 yards. Broncos posted 737 yards of total offense, the second highest output against Hawaii in school history. Win also snapped the Warriors' 6-game win streak, handing UH its first WAC loss of 2010. Hawaii will now receive its first bye week of the year, giving the Warriors time to reload for the final 3 games of the regular season.
We were very disappointed as a team. You could tell everybody was really disappointed and really down. But Coach Mack gives us that 48 hours rule. So after 48 hours, after the game, either whether you win or lose, you gotta just move on. So we got this bye week, so it'll be good, and then we can freshen up and start anew. We still got things to take care of. We just want to play for pride more so, we're all competitors, and we hate losing, so we still got to continue taking one game at a time. So up next we got San Jose State, so we're gonna have to go over there and take care of business.
Again, Hawaii Bowl-bound Warriors are 7-3 overall, 5-1 in the WAC. If UH can win out their final 3 games of the regular season, they'll reach double-digit victories for just the 5th time in school history. As for the Broncos, winners of 22 straight regular season games, they remain at number 4 in the latest Bowl Championship Series standings released today. Broncos, though, did drop 2 spots to 4th in the AP Coaches Poll. BCS top 3 are Oregon, followed by Auburn and former WAC member Texas Christian.